Alright, let's go ahead and focus ourselves here. Emma, you don't have to focus quite yet, but I do have to focus everyone else. Last time, you guys ended at the edge of the system, trying to decide which direction to go. You have two new crew, Castan and Eileen. Well, you've got two new people on the ship. Yet to be seen if Eileen remains crew also. Okay. Excuse me. And there was something I need to look up real quick. Let's see. And then 18. Okay, before we do that though, Colleen is allowed one more roll in the puzzle box. And her next roll will be on the 2nd of December. Yes. Yeah, sorry, I've had other things to worry about. It is very tempting. Yeah. It is very tempting just because 365.248 day year is no longer really relevant. I think it's 0.248. It's 0.24 something. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I may adjust that later and just put all the time frames and everything back into new times. But one of the advantages of using real dates is that I can just use Excel and put you guys at time markers of the future, and Excel figures out when the weeks are, what everything is, as opposed to me just making up dates that I have to then track and figure out when to switch it. Like Excel knows that when you get to the 30th day of what's our first 30-day month? April. When yeah, when it gets to the 30th day of April, it knows to switch over on the next day. That's something that I would have to manually figure out how to tell it. I could do it with a bunch of codes or formulas, but it's just easier to let it use a calendar. Yeah. It's also exactly. Yeah. Hmm. It's something that I've wanted to do in every single campaign I've created. Yeah, in the Pandora campaign, I really wanted a third month that was 13 days. Or, sorry, 13th month that was 13 days. Uh, it made the rest of the months easier. Well, the advantage of a 13th month was I was going to make the rest of the months 28 days. There's really no advantage here. I was going to make the rest of the months 28 days, and the 13th month was going to be the offset. It was a special magical moment. The moon did not even travel through the sky during those 13 days, whereas magic, whereas the the other months had strictly 4 weeks each of 7 days each. And considering that in my hmm? Oh, I was saying that in my Pandora campaign, the moon actually was a god, so or the body of a god that was maybe awake, maybe alive. Yeah. So yeah, there we go. I see. Sorry for the segue again, or tangent. I see the 10, and no progress is made. We really are. What if the puzzle box is inexplicably tied into the master plan? That's exactly how it could be tied in. You don't know yet. You just don't know yet. Oops, and loose papers with wind all over the place is no good. Alright, I'll put those back there. I'm blowing them away. It's notes on the universe, so I'm blowing away the universe. No, I've thrown away everything that I've actually gotten into my document, so all of that's all been thrown away, balled up into little planet size or planet shaped wads of paper. So those are all fine. It's all the unexplored stuff that's still on paper mostly. All right, Eileen is going to talk to the captain. Okay. I believe Eileen was sent by Colleen to go talk to the captain, or what did Colleen exactly tell her to do? Okay. Okay. Reasonable. Because Emma doesn't want to be directly engaged yet. is is there anything else? Okay. We'll we'll give you a little bit more time. We'll give you a little bit more time. It has been 2 days in this box flying from SOS to the edge of the system. So SOS is the only planet of note in this system. Let me check and see if I threw any dead bodies in there. Yeah, you've got plenty of space for dead bodies. I did not specify what other planets are here, but that's just not something I'm very good at. I detail the planet and then I move on. I'm not thinking, there should be some other rocks floating around this sun. So, yeah, there are other rocks floating around the sun, or balls of gas that look like rocks. So during those 2 days, what are people doing? He is actually a decent at administer. Let me pull him up. Characters. Oh, cast and faction. That's funny. My document that has the crew and players and NPCs in it has Caston's name in it. Spelled wrong. It's cast and factions. Okay. Must be. Before I had even given him a name. Yeah, must have. Nope. The correct spelling is the correct spelling, even if it came later. Ask all those uniques and shanikas and whatever else is out there. Destiny. Yeah, Castan does have some skill with administrative stuff. I think he does. Okay. It's fine. That's usually helpful. So, Emma, this asking other people what they're doing was supposed to give you a little bit more time. Why are you? Oh, why are you making that all pointless? No, it's okay. I just found it very amusing. So Cap finds Castan. Okay. Strangely useful, isn't it? Yeah, it's. Hmm. Hmm. Oh yeah. The only example he had was Wesley Crusher. Well, it made sense not wanting kids on what is a vessel that deliberately goes out of its way. Yeah. Oh, it wasn't a military vessel, depending on which side of that particular debate you fall on. Yeah, no, Emma, there is a very large debate on whether it was a military vessel or not. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I suppose that's more the argument. All right, back to that's okay. Back to game. Okay. Yeah, Castan is more than happy to spend some time with Captain. He puts his nose to the task, um, given her rundown of basics. He doesn't get flirty any more than seems natural for him, and goes over what he can. Is anybody else doing anything with their 2 days flying through space? Okay. Uh huh. All right, dude. I don't know. Have you? Mm-hmm. It's a big beast. That would be very unkind. Hey, isn't that how it should be in video games? I fully believe they should. What's that? Oh. To give you guys the illusion of choice. Yep. It's also not really a mistake. All right, so what do you got, Matt? Maybe. Yeah, that's 10%. Mm-hmm. And you do have quite a lot of scrap now. Okay. Well, it doesn't take full 2 days. In fact, that there he can do in about a half day. It takes 10,000 scrap. Mm-mm. Are you adjusting that? I see you are. Okay. Go ahead and change the lattice to 100% also. Is he doing anything else with his other day and a half? Okay. You only need another 100,000. You need another 325,000 for the charge cannon, and you have 247. Right. I'm just saying though that if you're if you get to a point where you're just like fix the charge cannon, you only need another 100,000. For spare, yeah, you have whatever you need. Okay. The and I'm sorry, dude has to either spend a full day or none at all. That's those are the numbers. Nope. There is a chunk of 25,000 scrap and 1 day, or just sit there doing nothing. I, I'm kidding. He can spend that 25,000 and a day over the course of however much time he has between here and the edge of the system. He can work on it more leisurely. Hmm. In the med bay. Yes. But I got a paper cut. Hard to tell past the caffeine. Well, that is what she said. Oh. Sorry you didn't have to shoot anybody, by the way. All right. Colin continues medical fiddling. Dude goes to work on the hypercharge cannon. Sorry, the phase charge cannon. Yes, it is. It's bigger. Probably not with quite so much gusto. Nemo, got a couple days to kind of do whatever. You got a couple new crew members, or a couple of new residents on the ship, whether temporary or permanent. What is Nemo doing? Okay. Excuse me. And now we get to Castan approaching, not Castan, Eileen approaching Captain. Oh, I spent too much time giving her time. Is she doing better? Okay. Then scream out for her as loud as you can. We'll test that. You must have muted yourself while you were screaming, because I didn't hear it. Is there like a transfer of migraines going on here? She's losing hers and yours is getting worse. Yeah. Okay. Okay, perfect. We'll wait. No, this is the Walter voice. Well, wait. That's okay. Yeah, no, we don't want that getting infected with avocadoitis. Well, that's good. I've heard avocado tetanus is bad. Oh, no, that's fine. uh. Don't worry, Emma. I, I can see that. Eileen is going to see Cap. She catches Cap at a time when she's not working with Castan. Especially with avocados. Avocados and tomatoes are two things I will never understand. People don't understand are evil. Well, we'll work on that. Usually, yeah. I was gonna say usually there's band-aids that are shaped differently for that. Hmm. Oh, oof. Oof. Deep. Yep. Don't do it, Matt. Okay. Eileen beeps at Cap Store. Oh God, damn it, Nick. Oh, he posted a avocado face. The where avocado. The where avocado looks very happy until you realize that you're a where avocado. Um, Eileen enters Cap's room. She's in her meeting room office. Yeah. Okay. She enters and stands just inside the doorway. She still has the bearing of a, well, either a military, a soldier, or cop, or both. She sits down, says that Colleen suggested that I come and talk to you about, well, my future and where the ship is going. My husband and daughter are on Henry Station. I don't know if it would be better to go there and get them or simply disappear for their safety. Mm-hmm. It depends on how much Behrman tells. I was still involved. She nods. No, blame Karis for that. She actually chuckles a bit at that. Oh, she tilts her head. Why is that? She pauses. I didn't hear of any restriction like that. She shrugs and says, that is your choice. Yes. Which puts me in my current situation. Just causing trouble everywhere you go, aren't you? Narrows her eyes. Are you wanted? She looks suspicious. uh, Cap doesn't have to say anything. If Cap lets it go a moment of silence, then she looks down at Cap's desk and shrugs again. It isn't my business. I'm not a cop anymore. The next two systems out aren't any more friendly. You won't find any ships coming from Gun or Muron that can take anyone anywhere. No. And most ships coming through don't go past Tsos unless they are Union or mining ships. Or otherwise conducting business with the miners, which is largely only Union now. I would not feel safe on a Union ship, nor would I put my daughter on one. You cut out right there, Emma. We will what? Okay. Remember, Emma, you have to shout. Migraine or not, you have to shout. Tell the migraine to go away, you're busy. Okay, very good. Taking the calling approach. She acknowledges that with another nod. I don't know which direction to go right now. I'm not gonna ask you to go one way or the other because I don't know which way is better. I'll also say that I'm not sure that this is exactly a safe ship to bring my family onto either. Appreciate your honesty. Castan seems entirely too endeared with you and this crew here, so I have to ask. Are you pirates? Okay. She rolls her eyes a little bit. It's the same as pirates to Castan. She grins a little bit. I see you've gotten that treatment. Enamored. She shrugs a little bit, leans into the desk. He's seen enough ships come and go. I don't think he really expects to find anyone actively pirating. I'm not sure he even wants that. Yeah, he he definitely thinks he wants adventure. But he doesn't even understand that he just had an adventure, does he? Yeah. No. Well, I'm glad you guys did. Yeah. She gives a big knowing not that no one died. Nods again. I'll take my leave, Cap. Please let me know if you need to remove me from the ship or if I've overstayed my welcome. Thank you. And she gets up to leave. You may need to turn your mic sensitivity up a little bit. Yeah. You don't have to shout, but you have to make your microphone think you're shouting. Oh, it was catching you breathing? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Um, it's expensive, but I am enjoying this Arctis 7. It has the best sound profile incoming, as well as the best mic of all the headsets that I compared. Yeah, like I said, it is on the expensive side, depending on how far you're willing to go for a headset. Mm-hmm. Check. 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 Mm-hmm. This has great sound. I haven't played any games with it yet, but I've been very pleased with listening to YouTube music. Yeah. What's the other one you recommended? It wasn't the Logitech? Okay. Okay. I've the problem with the Logitech when I was doing the comparisons is the mic was not good enough. The sound was good, the mic was not. Good. Mm-hmm. All right. Uh, Eileen leaves. Is Cap doing anything else throughout that time? She just spending time with Castan? Okay. What say the second day when he's working on the phase charge cannon? Unless he thinks that she would go first day. Okay. Yep. Dude is working on the phase charge cannon. He already seems to be taking a leisurely pace with it. Emma, don't make Emma laugh. Whoop, there he is. Oh yeah. Did was dude looking at the news while he was at the police station? That is a that they had. Um, you know, no, I'll take that back. They not publicly available. As I said to Nemo, they don't make any broadcasts. Anything that they've got on video feeds is their looped messages, and anything that's newsworthy is it's restricted to very specific channels. As you guys have pointed out already, they very tightly control information on SOS. So, no, yes, yeah, and dude has already said, uh, no, Caston has actually been busy, and Caston was also there. um, nah, so Dude has already you've already said that dude was not particularly interested in what other people are saying. Oh, dude, look at that! Even if it includes his name in it. Um, so no, dude apparently has not seen it. Nice. Behrman. Oh, my bad. Yep. I think what you mean is the first thing you need. Oh, hi Emma. Those are all available for anyone to peruse, and I was actually the stream is actually me as a player, so I could make things visible to me only and then see them on the stream. But no, those are just all available to all players. And I was actually going to GM encourage the entire crew get together and have some discussion about what you guys see there. Only GM encouraged, not actually telling. And as a quick segue on this headset, because it's currently present mind, one additional other feature that I really like about it, when you're muted, it shows up on the boom mic without software installed. The mute button is easily reached on the left ear cup. It's a little bit more difficult to find when you're not muted, but when you are muted, its switch is such that you can actually just reach back, press down the button without pressing it all the way to unmute yourself, and then release it, and you're muted again. You don't actually have to click it in again. So it acts as a secondary push to talk button. I think the problem with that, I think the problem with that is that while you're swinging it up, it's creating a lot of noise. Oh yeah. Uh, to interject, you guys are all welcome to be watching the stream. Um, I have no problem with that. There will not be anything on that stream that you guys absolutely can't see. Lol. Mm-hmm. Is this all in character, or are you asking as GM? Okay. Yeah, I've just been calling it Canagiris, and the other planet there is not going to be a obvious pronunciation. It's Ecos, not Echoes. I could put pronunciation guides, but where's the fun in that? Yeah, I mean, I would do that if the word actually had such an accent, but uh, I'm not going to put an artificial accent. I get what you're saying. And to be honest, as a person, I wouldn't really know what the accent meant either. Like, there's no marking that you could put on a word that tells me how to pronounce it because I've only had English as a language. So I only know how to pronounce things because I'm told how to pronounce things. Like the little enya thing that you put on ends in Spanish. English doesn't have any of that. It's all based on the word, not even how the word is spelled sometimes. So those kinds of things are lost to me. I think N, the example I just gave, is the only marking I know. Hey, this is pronounced differently. So it's a fair suggestion. I'm just gonna let you guys keep guessing. How do you know they're instant quits? Maybe they make them with spam. Yep, yep. Uh, I've never heard that until now. I'm not making that. That's just what the beacon is. That's getting farther away from. No, I no. Yeah. Okay. Um. Well, I'll put that on Emma. Is Cap going to have a ship-wide conversation with crew, with NPCs, with anyone? Okay, so everyone, including Vander, maybe not Tuvan. Um, so who does she want? Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Let's place that before Colleen's conversation with Eileen. So, since I just heard the bathroom door closed, let's do that right now. No, conversation with crew, because Matt can't contribute. No, you don't. All right, fine. It won't be long. No, most of the time they say they will be long. It is in the legal language of Lamy era. It is a very serious crime to uglify. Well, Tom is Willem Dafoe. Looks like Willem Dafoe, so, you know. He looks beautiful. Probably not. And and Clark having the visual appearance of Roger Cross, yeah, the man is not ugly. But he has a great accent. He knows they do. That's part of the fun. Yeah, like I think he does the best that he can, but aw. You're making me cringe, man. Yeah, he does not sound like it though. Maybe. All right. So Cap holds a meeting with Colleen, Dude, Nemo, Tom, and Clark. Is that correct? Okay. They're still among the memory deprived. Mm, that too. Okay. March is independent. Let me add to that being independent does not mean that the Galactic Mandate doesn't have any influence or say and doesn't police. It's only a few planets. Well, you'll find out. Only a few planets really would want to say no, GM, go away. And even then, the GM might not do so. So yeah, that was just an aside to tell you that even though March is independent and is its own, basically it is its own central power, uh, that doesn't mean that there's no GM, right? It would. You'd have to jump to gun and then you'd jump to Muron because you have Clark. You can. Yeah, the placement of systems uh, has no bearing on the actual spike drive or spike drill. The only thing that really impacts a spike drill are, metaspace factors, if I put any in your way, and metaspace different distance. And again, I do want to throw out there because this is an important concept in this game. The distances that you're seeing between these systems, it isn't actually representative of their physical locations in the galaxy. This is their metaspace distance from each other. Okay. I'm not familiar with that either. Sorry. Correct. Um, some features, uh, I mean, the stars in real space aren't out usually outrageously in different places, but for all intents and purposes, because there is no faster than light travel except through metaspace, it doesn't actually matter where these stars are in real space. You can't look at a star over there and say, I'm going to jump there because I can see it through a telescope, because that's not how metaspace works. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And if you had to drive one higher, you could right now just jump straight from SOS to Muron and only use one fuel. No, it's not exactly hyperlane stuff. Mm-hmm. Um, the pre-tech you have is circuitry designed for directing and modifying energy. You've got two of those. That will work for the spike drive and the weapons. Yes, it would. There is one problem in the way with that, though. You can't upgrade to Drive 2 without first fixing the. What's in here? The power trunk streamlining. Oh, sorry. The specialized mounting. You've got a mod in there that is streamlining the power trunk to that drive. Without that, your drive can't get sufficient power to do anything as a 2 and would terribly short things out. You do now, yeah. Indeed. Now, also keep in mind that information in this setting travels as fast as you do. Oh, information in this setting travels as fast as you do. It travels by ships going from one system to another through metaspace. Your ship can handle the. Yes. Burning is just the temperature. It's not actually everything is on fire. And I'll also say that SOS was a special exception. Your starship can handle burning. Burning means you can't walk around outside without a vac suit. Um, SOS is on fire and has other energy discharges, and SOS is actually just literally hotter than your standard burning. If SOS were to be given a temperature descriptor that's not one of the standard temperature descriptors, it would be extra burning, or maybe Diablo Diablo sauce. Yeah, no. SOS is your exception. Not burninated, no. There are no dragons. Yeah. Um, uh, uh, in fact, one of the things that the book even says about both frozen and burning planets is that those tags are more of backdrop tags or backdrop descriptors. They're not something that you as players will necessarily need to deal with while you're on the planet, because everybody that is living on a burning planet has to have found some way of dealing with it. Like at SOS, once you actually get on the planet, the whole burning thing doesn't really matter much for your regular affairs. Um, there are yes, yeah. Then it becomes a plot point, but it's not still not something that you have to try and say, well, I've got a vac suit that can do this or that. No, you're either dead or you're not. Let's see what this says. Oh, it's much higher than that. It's capable of creating molten metal flows. Let's see, atmosphere, temperature. The description of burning is: burning worlds are too hot for a human to survive without equipment similar to a vac suit in effectiveness. Rivulets of molten lead or copper might bleed from open veins on the hillside, and many of the perils that face an explorer, blah blah, frozen worlds: ash drifts, pools of molten metal, and superheated liquid vent are risks. Yeah, pretty much. Yes. I may have with SOS. I may have set the wrong expectations. Your ship, because it does have atmospheric configuration, you guys can fly around in burning or frozen worlds as much as you want. Technically, your cargo lighter can too, and your shuttle. With the only problem with your shuttle being it is specially modified for Rain Lati. The corrosive atmosphere tag is a little bit more dangerous for ships, especially when it's corrosive and invasive. Yeah. Um, where was corrosive and invasive? Oh, that's atmosphere, not temperature. Yeah. No. Uh, well, invasive is its own atmosphere type. Corrosive is its own atmosphere type. Uh, Corrosive and invasive combines the two. Uh, yeah, the corrosive elements are what it sounds like. It destroys things. The invasive element, if it were just an invasive atmosphere, is lethal to people and has the tendency to infiltrate past the seals of vac suits and get into things that are supposed to keep dangerous stuff out. No, just a substantial proportion of molecules small enough to infiltrate past the seals of most vac suits. Invasive wouldn't affect you on a ship or shuttle again, but the corrosive would affect the ship or shuttle to varying degrees. Yeah, corrosive and invasive is one of the 12 rules. So is burning. Burning and frozen are on 2d6 rolls of 2 and 12. Corrosive and invasive is also on a 12. So some of these planet combinations, I'm amazed. I rolled essentially several 12s in a row on them. Yeah. It will destroy him too. Yeah. The corrosive component of corrosive and invasive will destroy him. Uh, um, quick, someone rewind the video. Um, Hmm. At least you're wanted as a Santa Clarita, and not as the Raza. Well, that's true. Knowing that, do you want to retcon your answer to Eileen? Was Cap intending to lie to her? Okay. Her response was no different. Okay. And if I recall, Eileen's response to her answering no was a suspicious look, followed by silence. That does not change. So, do you call the other, not members of crew, but the other ship's passengers in? Yeah, they are. Okay. You could learn it from Chi Shin. He'd he'd be great at cussing. Learn it from Chi Shin. He'll have all the best cuss words, and that's all he'll be able to say. I am kidding. He can't learn it from Chi Shin. He needs a much larger database, or a much larger pool for observation, unless he literally goes and just tries to learn it from somewhere. There are probably plenty of Chinese and other foreign movies that are subtitled. He could start going through that. Okay. All right. He can start working on that. Man, now I have to start coming up with what she's saying. Okay. Tom makes his own executive decision and keeps Tuvon busy with something else. Tells him to go bounce a ball off the hallways or something. See how many times he can get it bouncing off of opposing walls, and how far he can get it to go with how many bounces, etc. So you've got the adults with you. Okay. And kid. And this kid. Yep. half the kids on the ship are now in this meeting. Okay. Okay. Who is staying for this part of the meeting? Dude? Just for the sake of simplicity, Clark goes back to the bridge, and Tom, since he's not required to stay, doesn't need to tell the kid to start bouncing balls off walls, and can just kind of keep him occupied. Okay. Um, can I actually ask you to go through that a little bit? Someone doesn't have to be Cap. You can outline it to me if you want. First, say where are they going first? Okay. Okay. Eileen asks, "What is the? How long do you plan to spend out there in that graveyard?" Hmm. Um. Chishin says something in Chinese. It sounded sharp. She looks at Caps, shakes her head. Nothing. she does. She does follow up with, "I assume I'll be on salvage crew." "I'm working for my stay on the ship." She pinches her lips. that statement there seems to dawn on her. Um, and just kind of the Cap can see it dawn on her. That's it. She asks a little bit less sharply, uh, "Can I have a regular vac suit before going out in space?" Nods and exhales. Castan looks over at her, says, "Landbound, huh? It's all right. You'll be fine. Just always keep your eyes on the ship in front of you. Always keep your attention focused on something that's there, that's solid." And he actually gives a little bit of a first time spacewalk pep talk. What was that, Nick? Yeah, you did. And his words seem to have some value to them. It certainly seems to calm Jishin a little bit down a bit. She wasn't showing all that much tension, but it was visible to those with at least some notice and or wisdom. Uh-huh. She acknowledges. Um, there's no other questions from any of them. I take that back. Eileen again prods a little bit. Uh, asks, "Once you have as much scrap as you need here, or once you've found as much salvage as you need here, where are you going from there?" She shakes her head and says, "Kanagiris is a mess, but you'll find plenty of work there." Castan pipes in, "No, this is exactly the kind of work that we should be doing. Setting things right." "I'm not saying this is a job that be done in a week, but it's certainly the kind of work that should be tried, right? Yeah. Something in Chinese from Chishin. Everybody else stays silent. Pretty much. Okay. That's actually a pretty good word for it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Very well. That one is easy enough to pick out that I won't require a roll for Cap's to start off Cap's journey of Qi-Shin, understanding, and exploration. Yes, it was. Well, you guys have to talk to her more to know if that's true or not. Okay. Um, after that one, there are no other questions or outbursts. You guys reach the edge of the system, which is technically where we left off last week. No, I fast forwarded it last week just to get to a good point of this is where you guys are. And I really shouldn't have, because fast forwarding like that, or at least saying you guys are at the edge of the system, felt like it cut off any opportunities you may have wanted to pursue of it's just doing whatever you wanted in this system. So, um, nice, Nick. Yes. So now you do reach the edge of the system. Nobody has said, let's turn around and find out what Miss Toei wanted. I thought that was a real, not large, but it was a possibility. I thought there was a possibility that somebody may have said, I want to know, and badly enough to actually turn around. I thought it was that possibility was coming from Cap. Yep. Okay. Once you're at the edge of the system and you've set Clark on gun with his rudders, he tells you that it will take about 6 days. So you've got another 6 days to do whatever. I don't actually want to go through the RP of each of those days. And since you'll be in metaspace, you can't work on the cannon. Nemo can work on his Chinese, yes. 6 days. 6 days, yep. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Let me look at my timeline here, see if I already incorporated. Oh, nope. I did not already incorporate the 2 days of travel into where you guys are on the timeline. So, that brings you to okay. Uh, During that travel to the edge of the system actually marked the 2nd of December, which was Colleen's next puzzle box check after the one she already rolled today. Okay. Click. She has managed to backtrack some and make progress, opening up new things that spin and new components. It's still not quite opening. But by allowing herself to rest and backtrack a little bit, she has moved it along. She has made progress. Her next check will be at on 12/9, and when you guys exit hyperspace or exit metaspace into the gun system, will be 12/9. Now, before we actually get there, like I said, I don't want to go day by day, but is there anything that people are doing specifically that I need to know about in that interim? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, Nemo is studying Chinese. Cap, dude. All right, Cap. Okay. You're allowed to. Okay. Um, Nobody really seems to have anything specific to take to Cap. Tom has very effectively inserted himself as middle management and seems to be addressing concerns. Okay. And Colleen can talk to Eileen. Um, they no. During the 2 days, Eileen had an opportunity to move out. She's a little bit put off by being given one of the close crew quarters, but she doesn't disagree. She doesn't refuse it. So Eileen is close to Colleen, but she has moved out. Did Colleen ask her to stay? Okay. Right, good. It's a good thing. She finds Colleen just laying on her bed, staring up at the ceiling. Or Eileen laying on her bed, staring up at the ceiling. No, she's just been laying on this one bed in the room that you guys never went into. Waiting. She knows exactly how many tiles there are in the ceiling. You're not much older than my daughter. Tell that to my husband. It's probably better if I just leave them be. As long as none of this flies back at them. He's got a great position with Union. And the accommodations on Henry Station for Union miners, pretty good. We'll keep in touch. Yeah, the crew here seems to care for you. Yeah, thanks, kid. Yeah, you did get some of his money? That's a lot of money. Yeah, I would say you were a bargain. A little more than he bargained for, too. He was never worried about the death that was actually part of the plan. I was only a small part of it, or one piece of the plan, and he was good at keeping this compartmentalized. Did you? I made my choices. I've got some savings. You reunite me with my daughter, and I'll keep what I need to get us somewhere. The rest is yours. No, she's saying that she's got some savings. She's saying that she's will use some of her savings to get her wherever she needs. Oh, gotcha. Oh, she says I have enough. How'd you end up on a crew like this? Yeah, life is. Oh wait, what do you mean? She sits up and looks over at Colleen. Wasn't there a story coming across about the Princess of March a few months back? Her memory was also wiped. I am laughing so much right now. Do also remember that Eileen is law enforcement. Yeah. She was on your ship? On this ship? She was kidnapped by the Raza. She looks around. Life has a funny way, huh? Not everything that comes across is as it seems. Oh, I know what his end goal was. Make Sos undesirable as a tourist destination. Yep. I don't think he had anybody else on the outside. Working on the outside is always a risk, as you just proved. We were we were watching it. Your typical mercenary crew. Only one of them came down. Mm-hmm. One moment. No, the one we pinned as uh being a hacker among the crew stayed on the ship. It was only the captain that came down. We kept tabs on her, but her Oe Hekulone. Far as we could tell, she came from Holau, same place Misty came from. Uh, Chief of Operations, Miss Toei. Colleen, you have to. If this is the Raza, you have to tell me. How can I make reasonable decisions for my daughter, not knowing whether this is the Raza or isn't, and having that doubt put in my head? Yeah, there's a distinct difference between it's not safe and oh, this is the Raza. She is looking earnestly at Colleen. She looks searchingly at Colleen, like she's doing something that she's learned how and has been trained how to do. And she says, uh, supposedly and matter of factly, you all lost your memory, didn't you? This is the Raza ship. You're the Raza crew. You don't know who you are. Did I get that? But this is still the Raza ship. Fuck! She lays back down on her bed. Well, thank you, Colleen. That's kind of funny. I love you. I love you. Pay attention to me. Give me food. Okay, thanks. Bye. Yep. Oh, that was still one of my favorite characters to play in Champions Online. Was a cat girl who would walk up to people and say, "Food." And if they didn't respond, or if they started asking her questions, she would find somebody else, walk up to them and say, "Food." And eventually, if that wasn't helpful, she would say, walk up to somebody and say, "Feed me. I want food." Exactly what your cat is doing. It was a cat girl that was actually a cat that turned into a human. So that's kind of what I thought would happen. It was a cat girl that you would actually have liked, Emma. uh, there was no sexuality to her. Yeah, but you hate the way people play cat girls. This was a cat that, through no fault of its own, got turned into a human body with a human mental facility, and was trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. How do I do this now? How do I human? Yes. Yeah. Anyways, back to Colleen and Eileen. Uh, there's nothing else coming from Eileen unless Colleen engages it. She doesn't appear to be making a mad dash to talk to Cap. She pretty much just looks like she's taken in the information and processing. So, with that, I will ask: is Colleen going to address the captain at all? Because that would be the only thing that I would think would springboard off that conversation. Well, Colleen always is fairly easy to read, so keep that in mind as players. That you get a little bit of meta knowledge in that, and I don't think that I don't think Nick would have any huge problem if any player said, "Hey, Colleen, something seems to be bothering you." Yeah, yeah. She is pretty good at distracting herself and focusing too. So there's that. So with that, are you saying that the Colleen likes her captor? That's just a weird Stockholm arrangement. No. That's certainly fair. Nope. Um, at some point, Colleen does get a text and simply from Eileen, and simply says her name is Marissa. There's no follow up from that. Oh no, she's talking about her daughter. No, she actually she's more thorough than that. She says my daughter's name is Marissa. Yep. 6 days pass and you guys reach the space outside of Gun. Um, that does give Colleen one more check on the puzzle blocks. Yeah. That is a success also. She is making good progress here. And there's more to go. Colleen wouldn't have stopped at 6. Now, these aren't these aren't 6 distinct points at which progress is made. That's just an abstraction. She's making progress and not making progress constantly. It could just as easily be broken down into 100 steps with, different success metrics on there. um, the difficulty increases again. She will have to fail a few times before her skill goes up. Water real quick, and then I'll continue. It's you can't. It's a physical thing. It's almost like it was designed as a physical thing so that it couldn't just be computer hacked. Alright, you guys are in gun. You immediately get the Galactic Mandate beacon, warning travelers away from either of the inhabited planets, and directing travelers to the Gorman 1760. Since I haven't established and set down any new rules for hiding and detecting, we're still using the old clunky rules. Do you guys want to be hiding? Uh-huh. That would be my follow-up question. Okay. And are you trying to detect other ships out there using passive or active scans? Okay. Go ahead and make both rolls. I believe the emissions damper is a plus to your skills. I'll look it up though. I think it was a plus 2. Low emissions, Fox or drones, emissions damper. Yes. Is that not including the plus 2? Okay, gotcha. Okay. Right, and I'm trying to make it so that you don't have to use as often, even. Okay. You do not detect any ships at the edge of space that you've come into, or edge of the system that you've come into. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You guys want to stop off and get some food? You can certainly just have it delivered to your ship. You've got technically you've got a 6 month supply, but actually no, sorry, I think it's 2 months is what life support is. But your ship can accommodate 200, and you've got 10. So you guys are fine on food. Not from Sos. No, it's really expensive at Sos. So yeah, no, you are limited to spam and edible cubes. Uh, Kevin has taken up self-assigned himself a role of cooking, and he's making it. Uh, he's doing a decent job of making what you've got as palatable as possible. But he has, yeah, uh, he has asked for some more variety in the kitchen. He is your hydroponics guy. Yeah, you guys need to get him the resources so that he can get all that staffed up. And the hydroponics is, well, it's for food also, but a lot of that is to help the oxygen too. So you approach Garmin 1760. Are you going there quietly? You do. Um, Let me refresh myself on. Shoot, I thought I put it in here. Nope. I thought I had put notes on what that decision was. Um, hmm. Maybe I never wrote that down. On the black box range, we had a fairly in-depth conversation about that. Yep. I think that sounds right. I'll figure it out again, I guess. But damn, that's annoying. Because I thought I wrote it, put it in writing very clearly, so that yeah, me too. I'm just scrolling through the no. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, and I think I decided on that because it, well, it makes stealth again viable. Because yeah. So no, not until you go to Gorman 1760 are you actually going to get any of the news or redders. Okay. All right. And since you're not going quietly, it only takes 2 days to get there. Actually, 1 day because that is just straight 48 hours uh, divided by. Oh, it's 1 day if Clark trims the course. He could, but it is a check, so he risks it taking 2 days. He does use NPC rolls right now, so we'll just leave him at not trimming the course. You guys arrive at Gorman Station, or Gorman 1760, and you do get some news broadcasts. Nothing of particular interest, Nemo. Nothing stands out as as relevant to you guys. So no ships have made it here before you to report that there was an incident at SOS, at the very least. And does nope. The either the Derringer hasn't made it back this way. Um, any ship that would be carrying that hasn't come back this way. Um, or the Derringer is keeping it quiet, which you know isn't true because it was broadcast from Henry Station. Mm-hmm. Most likely, and this is kind of what Eileen said earlier. Not too many ships go past SOS, so that report will need to be carried by the Derringer from Ozzy to SOS, and then it'll start traveling around. You guys do anything spectacular at Gorman, or do you just get your fuel and go? They have other foods. Everything Matt has said is wrong. uh, yes, their their flavor selection, their not flavor selection, their food selection is limited. Um, there's only chicken as far as meat goes. Um, Corn and potatoes make up the majority of their uh, their plates, but they've got a variety of spices, and they seem to do a fairly good job of making even grits uh, a good, flavorful meal. But if you just want chicken and fries, or chicken fries, they serve that also. They do not have chicken and waffle because that's dumb. Colleen gets a platter. Well, assuming Cap lets anybody off the ship, or or lets a delivery be made. Okay. Yeah. Um. Well, Cap can't. Well, she can try. If she does try, she is not successful. But I was going to say that Cap can't exactly just walk up to the chef or the storefront owner and ask to buy seeds. It will be a little bit more involved than that. Because if she does try asking, nobody's selling seeds. What was that you called it? A what station? Yeah. Hmm. It seems like that would be something you'd have an adventure to explore and answer. They do have somebody that's talking to you as far as docking and such. Is that what you're asking? Maybe I misunderstood. Okay. I gotcha. Well, the docking with Gorman Station is is per the usual. You've got somebody that you're requesting authorization through. They ask you what the purpose of docking is. You tell them fueling or maintenance, or I'm just coming here to enjoy the colorful octagons, um, or whatever it is you're there for. And then they then direct you to one of the docks. Okay. The okay. Uh, that actually sounds like well, We got 20 minutes. I don't want to cut too much into Mel's 12 o'clock. Let's try and resolve. Yep, let's try and resolve that with a couple of rolls. Cap is asking to buy seeds, and Colleen is trying to sell entertainment data. Those would actually be trade rolls. Yeah, it's not something that you'll be able to do specifically from your ship. The guy that is giving you authorization to dock, while friendly, he's either not interested in selling seeds or yeah. That's actually exactly what he takes from it. He's not he doesn't even seem to be writing down the specifics of what you say. He's just checking a box saying refuel trade as reasons for docking. Like I said, he's pleasant about it. He's not just all right, trade fuel next. But all in all, it is something that you'll be best served by exiting the ship. It's wonderful. I had bacon flavored bacon the other day. Oh. And on that note, so Cap, is anyone getting off the ship to do any kind of trading? She's not taking anybody else with her? Okay. Gorman Station has good security, but they are more down to earth. You're not seeing dudes in field armor with their helmets up. You're seeing guys in still armor, but not with their helmet. They're friendly, they're cordial, um, not walking around with their rifle poised, although they do have those that are closest to the docks do have their rifles, um, the rifles, the unslung, and are gripping them loosely but ready. Okay. Okay. Um, the interior of the station is the whole theme seems to be a combination of bright and cheerful and homey, comfortable and homey. This is going to be a trade roll for both of those efforts. Which one do you want to do first? Okay. So cap is actually don't need a connect roll. Yeah. It's trade for both. Um yeah, no, this is pretty specifically in the realm of trade. I believe you can. Trade. The trade skill. Of a what? Um a little bit less companiony and you're not too far off. Less pillowy. More yellow and blue, less red and pink. Yeah. Well, you can roll your 8 at whatever point. You've already committed to 18, so even though it doesn't matter for you on that part, you can hang on real quick. Non-binary? What's that? Oh, gotcha. And one more place. Trading. I actually do have a trading sheet. Oh, am I missing people chatting? Hey there, Tor. Thank you. And wow, I missed that quite some time ago. Sorry about that. Yeah. And what is this gifted subscription? I've never seen that before. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Thank you, Nerdy. I think NRT has gone away, but we're doing pretty good. We're just finishing up here, and then we'll chat just a little bit, as we do. So the initial trade is supposed to be charisma. I will, of course, allow you to use different skills in different situations, but for this station, it's definitely charisma. It is good for you, yeah. And actually, I don't really need to be looking at the quick trade rules because this isn't. You're not trying to buy bulk or anything. You're just trying to uh, find and buy a couple things from someone who's willing to sell them. Um, Nick, go ahead and roll Colleen's assist. Um, Actually, Colleen is rolling Charisma Connect. If you're using your gift. You're right, I didn't. Okay, so this is just a normal assist. Yeah. You can. She can try to aid it with a connect roll. It's not going to be the gift, a bonus, but. Excuse me. And that is sufficient to find someone who's willing to sell you just a couple seeds. The price that they're asking is so minimal that again, we're not going to worry about it. And what was Colleen here for? Entertainment data, that's right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Before you roll again, are you allowing Cap to assist? Okay. 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 Go ahead. Go ahead and re-roll. Yep. The 9 is sufficient to find somebody who's willing to pay for it. Um, I have another thing I have to open. No, it's worth a decent value. Probably not quite as much as you'd like to get, but since you're losing literally nothing. Nope. Eh, 1,200. It's just an extra small little cash flow. You will always need money. The data transfer is complete. The seeds are back to Kevin, and he is quite happy with some of the things that you were able to pick up. Is there anything else that you're doing on Gorman 1760? Okay. You guys fuel up, head back out to the edge of the system, and make your way to Muron. That's another 2 days getting to the edge there. Okay. Nemo is done with his Chinese research. Yep. And the jump to Muron should take only 3 days. Matt, there are 4 days during all this where a dude could be working on the cannon. Does he spend that time? Yeah, there was. It took 2 days getting from the edge of the system to Gorman Station, and then 2 more days getting from Gorman Station to the edge of the system. Okay, that's fine. I'll allow that. It is still 25K a day. Okay. Um, Not yet. She's still working on it. While Matt's looking at that, how you doing? How you been doing, Tor? Um, Maybe. When did I say a month? Oh, does it actually? Oh, I did not realize that it specified. I thought it was just take 7 days to learn enough of the language. I didn't. Yeah, I must have forgotten that it included fluency. Cool. Then yeah, just count that as yeah. I mean, I could say it's as many days as whatever month you happen to be in at the end. So and it doesn't matter how many days of February there were. I could spend 26 days in January and then 2 days in February. You got that figured out, Matt? Generally, 1/5 the cost of the whatever it is you're trying to repair if something breaks down. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, and then you'll have 3 more days in Metaspace, which cannot be used to work on the hyperspace cannon. So 3 more days towards Chinese for Nemo. 3 more days towards other various projects, and another puzzle box check. Travel time is really good for your puzzle box. Aw, no, it's not. You're in December right now, yeah. Yeah, I actually wanted to talk to you guys about that, but I'm gonna reserve that for next time. Because The way it's yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that works when the person's no longer in the room. That was way long ago. Oh, I'll catch up with them later. Um, all right. Think that is a good point for us to call it a game. I'll end with just real quick some description of the. What's that? I don't get a level yet. Yeah, no, sorry. You are at Miron. Um, you reach, you climb down out of metaspace at the edge of the system, and you can physically see through any transparent panels or whatever. If you were outside the ship, you could see with the naked eye in the distance asteroids. They are the orbit, well, the asteroid belt, so to speak, is more like an asteroid disk, uh, reaching all the way out to the edge of the galaxy or the edge of the system. Your ship quickly picks up a number of what once were spaceships, and initial analysis of them looks like it will be difficult to find salvageable material, and that these ships are very old. And we'll call it there. And hey, don't worry about it, Tor. I'll have. I still don't usually expect people to watch just nonstop. I'm always happy when people do enjoy enough. And I am going to put this on a setting. Ah, oh, man, you guys are supposed to tell me that at the beginning of the session. Well, here's some ending music.